done this, but I want to thank you guys for being here today. You are amazing. I appreciate you like you have no idea. You're here in the rain, makes me happy. You're here, you come all the time, so when I talk about the other shows in the park, you're going to get it. We have been working on this show, as Tony said, for several years. And what happens when we build a show here at SeaWorld is there are people from different departments that get in the room together. We talk about what we think the theme of the show should be. So about 10 years ago, we decided there was a theme or a feeling we wanted you to get from our dolphin show. We wanted it to be inspirational. Do you think Blue Horizons is an inspirational show? So do I. And then 6 years ago, we were talking about what was going to happen over there at the Killer Whale Stadium, and that's the One Ocean show. We thought it should be conservation, a conservation message, and I think that comes across, right? Right, so here, about 3 years ago, we said, you know, we really want to talk about learning. We want to talk about education. Because education is what we're all doing each and every day. We're never finished learning. I'm certainly not finished learning. I've been doing this for 28 years, and the animals teach me something new each and every day. So that's why you find yourself in a classroom setting. Not a classroom, but you're at a high school here. Because we know that education is fun. Education is inspirational. And education actually uses a little bit of our imaginations. So we had to come up with a show that would fit that theme. That's why we're in a high school. We know that our stars, Clyde and Seymore, are going to be able to carry this off for us. But what you guys are probably interested in most is how we're learning. We're continuing to learn. Is this microphone going bad? Are we good? Good? Okay. You can hear me? Okay. We're never finished learning, you and I. I've learned a lot from being involved with this show. I know our entertainment department has learned a little bit about animal training. Animal trainers have learned about construction. This whole new set, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Wait until you guys see the animals pop out here. I mean, you watch them in front of that pirate show for a long time. When you see them on this set, they just glow. And I'm going to show one to you in just a little bit. We're talking about learning, and what you guys might be interested in is how we teach our animals here at SeaWorld. I'm a teacher. I feel like I'm a teacher. I'm an animal trainer, but I'm just teaching animals that can't talk to me. So we teach our animals all here using the same techniques. We use positive reinforcement techniques. It's a behavior modification designed only on this basis. When we see something we want to see happen again, we reinforce or reward the animal. When we see something we'd rather not see happen again, we simply don't. Keep your eye on all the trainers in all the shows here at SeaWorld. If you ever see an animal come back to a trainer, the trainer does absolutely nothing for about 3 seconds, that's our version of, that's not quite it. We'll try again. When we're training the animals to do the behaviors you see in the show, we try to focus on things that highlight their natural abilities. Their ability to perform these behaviors because of the way they're built. At Sea Lion and Otter, we have a blast with that. These guys are amazingly agile. So when we were thinking about behaviors for this new show, one of the behaviors was called a feigned flipper. So he's feigning an injury in the show. And the best probably way for me to talk to you about positive reinforcement and how we train the animals is to demonstrate it for you. So will you all help me welcome one of my best trainers, Josh, and his friend Mario. Now before Josh gets started, let me just talk about that positive reinforcement for a second, because I want you to watch all the trainers and all the shows here at SeaWorld, but watch Josh as he rewards Mario. This time he's using fish, but we use all kinds of different rewards with the animals, and we're really only limited by our own imagination. We can touch them, we can play with them, we can give them fish, we can give them toys, we can put them in the water, we can take them out of the water, we can move around. Our individual relationship with the animals shows us what they tend to like, what they respond well to, and we use that while we're training them. So let's talk about the feigned injury, okay? Mario's giving you a little kiss. Before I tell you, let me tell you about Mario. So Mario here is 10 years old. He was born right behind the facility at Pacific Point Preserve. He's grown up to be gorgeous, hasn't he? He weighs more than 500 pounds now, born right here. And as a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, every single sea lion you're going to see performing in this show was born right here at SeaWorld. All right, so we'll talk about that flipper. When we break this behavior down into smaller steps, the approximation situations are, the first one is target on me and raise your flipper up. Okay, touch your flipper to my hand. You hear me? Okay, that means yes, you've done the right thing. Every time, if you listen during the show for the word okay, that's the trainer telling the animal you've done the right thing. And it will be followed by some kind of reward. This time the reward was actually getting you to move around a little bit unstable. So once we have that flipper up in the air, we need him to shift his weight all the way onto the other flipper. And that's one of the harder steps, but because we're behaviorists and because we know what the animals can do, we know what they're capable of, we key our bridge on exactly when he shifts that weight, so he understands the concept. I want all of my weight on that foot. Now the next step is the hardest, and he actually did it really quickly. The next step is the hardest, is to get the animal to actually lift its entire body off, then follow the trainer. So now we've got the animal hopping on one flipper, but we want this behavior to go around us in a circle. We introduce our signal. We call it an SD in our world, but the signal is actually our arm going around the back of us. At the same time, we'll probably be turning around with him at first to get the continuation. So Josh is going to show you what that looks like. Raise that flipper, shift that weight, and oh, we skipped a step, so that's beautiful. Fantastic job. Thank you so much, Josh. And how about a round of applause for Josh? So I would do this for about 24 hours with you guys, but they only gave me 5 minutes. So now I'm supposed to talk about the show itself. So let's do that. Let me tell you about the show. It's graduation day at Sea Lion High. And Clyde and Seymore have each been nominated for one of 2 scholarships to Ocean University. Okay, and one of the scholarships is in mathematics, one is in athletics, and they both are being awarded the scholarships. Until we find out that even though it's the last day of school and everybody's getting ready for graduation, they find out that they have not completed all of their classes, and they only have 1 day to finish them. Now the high school self-proclaimed pompous athlete, Trip, tries to get in the way, but as Clyde and Seymore always do, they use their education, the learning that they get through this education, to come along and save the day with their imagination, and they save the day at the end. Tonight, we're just going to show you just a couple little scenes, a little glimpse. We know we have a long way to go. We have a while to go before the show opens, but we wanted you to be able to see the characters, see the costumes, see how these gorgeous animals pop on this beautiful set. So we're going to show you a couple scenes, and without any further ado, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sea Lion High.
Graduation day. Come along and study at Sea Lion High, where animals and people play. It's the only place where you can see a walrus or an owl with a PhD. Sea lions join with
Seamore and Neutron. Let me see you tango. That kind of salsa. I'm talking salsa, salsa. You're in luck, then I have a new dance. It's called the high-low. Sea lion high, sea lion low. Sea lion high, sea lion low. Now you try. Sea lion high, sea lion low. Sea lion high, sea lion low. Oh, you better get to your next class, gym. What's the matter?
He does not like gym.
Well, if he is physically fit, he has to go. Seamore, what's the matter?
Oh, he hurt his flipper dancing.
You better get to the nurse then.
Yeah! Great acting, Seamore. You got out of gym.
Interesting. Let's see if you can read this eye chart. Okay. R. Good. Let's take your temperature. On second thought, never mind. All right, Seamore, come over here and we'll check for other pains. Does this hurt? How about this? And this? How about this? You're faking it! Alright, Seamore, if you're not gonna go to gym, I'm just gonna have to give you a little shot.
Alright! Well, what'd you think? We are at this. So we know we have a long way to go. But I wanted to take this couple minutes before we go any further to tell you guys to thank you once again for being here, and here's why. You see, the Sea Lions haven't been in front of an audience in 7 months. If anybody knows that, you guys do. So you're really actually helping us a whole lot tonight. This is the first time they performed in front of a crowd in 7 months, and I think they did a pretty darn good job. And you're seeing us build the show. We know we have a long way to go, but we have some time to get there, and we know you guys as pass holders will come back in April and see us when we open the show, right? You'll be here? That's fantastic. So this show tonight couldn't have come off, and I don't want to call it a show. Let's call it this presentation tonight, this rehearsal tonight. Couldn't have been done without the great cast that we have below me. So let's start by introducing our dance instructor, played by Aaron, a sea lion trainer for many years. And then we also have We had Hooper, who was with Seamore. No, he was with Clyde. Hooper's with Clyde. That is Rippy. Josh is with Seamore, and he's playing Neutron. And you know what, Tony? Are you still here, Tony from marketing? Tony was bugging me before. She said she wanted a selfie with the sea lion. So now's a good time, Tony. Go ahead, turn around, take your selfie. Let me get out of your picture. You got it? Hey, Tony, I got an idea. Tony, why don't you step aside? Why don't you step out of the picture so other people can take a selfie?